Hello again, everyone. I'm Jamie Bricker, and welcome back to my ongoing series, Affective Leadership. Positivity promotes productivity. Now, in today's video, I'm going to focus specifically on how leaders can best establish authority across their organization, division, department, whatever the case may be. Now, of course, in all organizations, there needs to be a strong sense of positional authority. In other words, a clearly defined hierarchy where everyone knows who's doing what and who's responsible for what. But within positional authority, a really important part is what I would refer to as relational authority. In other words, those leaders take a bit more time and effort to really get to know their employees. The bottom line is, positional authority is all about what you do. Relational authority is all about who you are. And affective leaders realize that that combination makes for a very powerful organization. Now, the first key to establishing authority is to really respect one's predecessor. Regardless of the organization or the role, in the vast majority of the cases, of course, someone held your position previously. And as a new leader, you don't gain any positives by making any disparaging comments, etc., about who held the role prior to your arrival. Because the bottom line is there are people in the organization who still are there who may have very strong ties to your predecessor. So always speak well of them. But by the same token, we really stress that we're moving forward and it's all about us kind of looking into the future. Now, the second key is all about conveying what I would call confident competence. The bottom line is you're not going to establish any level of authority if people working with you and for you don't know that you can frankly do the job. And this is how, as leaders, we establish our credibility. Now, the third key is all about walking the talk. In other words, are you a leader that kind of follows that very disingenuous mantra of do as I say? Or are you the leader who's fully invested and has the very genuine belief of do as I do? We talked about credibility. But walking the talk is when you establish trust. Now, the fourth key is all about encouraging different views. And as I've mentioned previously, that's what keeps an organization vibrant. And that's what keeps the ideas churning and becomes self-perpetuating. And also, I would really kind of categorize it as an example of what I would say is intelligent risk-taking. Not kind of crazy off-the-wall stuff, but very calculated risk-taking. But of course, with any risk, they don't always work out. And when things don't work out, affective leaders, they absorb far more than their share of the blame. But the vast majority of the times when things go great, they are also very quick to share and deflect the credit. And the final key is all about dealing with a crisis. And unfortunately, as leaders of organizations, those arise from time to time. And I want to stress, crisis mode is when you need positional authority, probably more so than any other time. However, there is still an important relational authority component to that. I look at it as the positional authority creates a logical plan. The relational authority offers emotional support as needed. The bottom line is all leaders of all organizations, understandably, are strong advocates of positional authority. But affective leaders also realize the great benefit to the organization of relational